And welcome student. Today we will study our next topic in this lecture series, energy. Second chapter, work, power and energy. So today we are going to discuss a different form of energy. So this is the scope of the syllabus. We are need to study here mechanical energy. What do we mean by mechanical energy? Energy possessed by the body due to its motion or rest, known as mechanical energy. Then we having the expression for kinetic energy, work energy theorem, relationship between kinetic energy and momentum, form of kinetic energy, conversion of potential energy into kinetic energy, different form of energy and conversion of one form of energy into another. This is the scope of syllabus which we are going to cover here. So we know very well different type of mechanical energies are potential energy and kinetic energy. What do you mean by mechanical energy? Mechanical energy are the energy associated due to some mechanical means due to rest or a motion. When a mechanical things are required, suppose a body is in rest, so energy possessed by a body by virtue of its rest is known as potential energy, and the energy possessed by the body by the virtue of its motion known as kinetic energy. So best example of potential energy, suppose this is a clamp and this is a spring. So suppose if we stretch the string, so if we stretch the string, so displacement, if we release, if we stretch the string and suddenly if we release, then this spring try to move in this direction. So why this spring move in this direction after losing the grip? Why this happen? Because the energy is stored in this form of spring in the form of potential energy. Whenever we remove our hand from the spring, then the spring will tends to move in this direction. Okay, suppose we have applied a force in this direction, the spring tends to move in this direction. Why? Because the energy is stored in the form of potential energy. Suppose if you hold something in our hand, suppose I have holded this marker in my hand, so the height up to this height, suppose this is the height h, so this is the potential energy. This marker placed in a hand, this hand will experience a potential energy. This hand will experience due to the experience of potential energy due to the virtue of its rest. So best example of potential energy is gravitational potential energy. Suppose a body is placed at a height h, okay, from the then the energy stored by the virtue of its rest in the form of potential energy, and the expression for it mgh we know very well. So energy can also be equated in the form of work done, and work done equal to force into displacement. Here displacement is in the form of height and the force is in the form of mg, which we have already studied in the previous lecture. Okay, now what do we mean by kinetic energy? Energy possessed by the body by virtue of its motion, known as kinetic energy. Energy possessed by the body by virtue of its motion, known as kinetic energy. Okay, suppose the body is moving, in a particular direction. One more thing, suppose a body is at height h1, then it is moved to the height h2. So we know very well potential energy equal to mgh. So potential energy depend upon height. जितनी ज्यादा हाइट होगी उतनी ज्यादा पोटेंशियल एनर्जी होगी. So suppose this is the body position A, which is at height h1, and we having the position B, which having the height h2. So body moves from point A to B. So there is an increase in a potential energy, because initial potential energy equal to mgh1, and final potential energy equal to mgh2. So increase potential energy equal to final minus initial, that is equal to mgh2 minus h1. This will be the potential energy, increase in a potential energy. Suppose if a body is taken from height h1 to h2, or we can say from point A to B, and suppose if this is the case of fall, this is the case of rise, so then what happens? There is a decrease in a potential energy. And there is the initial potential energy equal to mgh2. Suppose the body is dropped from height h2 to h1, so this is mgh2, and final potential energy mgh1. So final energy equal to mgh1, and initial is mgh2. So whenever the height is reduced, there is a decrease in the potential energy, and whenever the height is increased, then there is a gain in the potential energy. Okay. Okay, I hope all of you are must aware of the concept of this potential energy. Now our next topic is, what do you mean by kinetic energy expression? Expression for kinetic energy. Expression for kinetic energy. Suppose a body is moving with constant force, with a constant force F. So we know very well F equal to mass into acceleration. कोई बॉडी मूव कर रहा है कांस्टेंट फोर्स से, सो फोर्स इक्वल टू मास इनटू एक्सीलरेशन, वी नो वेरी वेल. नाउ दिस बॉडी इज स्टॉप्ड बाय अप्लाइंग एनर्जी, and this energy equal to the work done. Suppose a body is moving, suppose this is a body is moving and we have stopped here by applying some force, by applying some energy. This energy equal to the work done. So we know very well this kinetic energy equal to force into displacement. How much energy we need to apply? So energy applied to stop this body is, what is the force of that body, and the whatsoever the displacement it covered. So same amount of energy is required to stop the body. So we know very well, suppose initial velocity of the body, suppose body is moving with the velocity v, and finally where the body is stopped, the final velocity will be 0. So initial velocity of the body v, final velocity 0. So we know very well v square equal to u square plus 2as, and final velocity is 0. So initial equal to u square plus 2as, and there is a retardation. Why there is a retardation? Because we are stopping the body. Hence, in the case of retardation, the acceleration must be negative. So we having the relation s equal to v square upon 2a. We having the relation s equal to v square upon 2a. So what is the formula for work done or kinetic energy? Force into displacement. So this is the equation number 1, F equal to ma. So we can substitute these values. We can easily substitute these values. So we having the kinetic energy equal to F into s. In place of s, we can write m into a. In place of displacement, we can write v square upon 2a. This a will be cancelled. So we having final kinetic energy equal to half mv square. This will give you the value of kinetic energy, that is equal to half mv square. Now here we will study topic left are relationship between the kinetic energy and movement of work energy theorem, form of kinetic energy, conversion of potential energy into different forms of energy, and this the conversion of different form of energy. Okay, so once again we will again see the topic expression for kinetic energy. Again, expression for kinetic energy. So there is some confusion. Suppose a body of mass m, moving with velocity v. Suppose a body of mass m moving with a velocity v is stopped by constant force F. ठीक, तो body is moving with a velocity v is stopped by a constant force F. So that constant force F equal to m. Suppose this is a body which is moving and this body is stopped. This body is stopped by force F equal to m. So this body is stopped. So body having the velocity, so it must having the kinetic energy, and that kinetic energy equal to work done. Kinetic energy equal to work done, which is equal to force into displacement. So body of mass m moving with a velocity v stopped by a constant force F equal to m. So moving with a velocity v covers distance s. Before stopping, it covers a distance s. So kinetic energy equal to work done equal to force into displacement, force equal to m into a, and we know very well initial velocity v, final velocity of the body, final velocity 0 because it is stopped, so that is equal to 0. So we know very well v square equal to u square plus 2as. So from this relation it is equal to u square minus 2as, minus sign retardation, because body is moving with a velocity v and then it is stopped, velocity becomes 0. So here the value of s equal to u square upon 2a, u square upon 2a. So we can substitute the value s equal to u square upon 2a, and this a will be cancelled out, so half mv square. This is equal to kinetic energy and also equal to work done. This equals to kinetic energy and also equal to work done. So till now we have completed here the expression for the kinetic energy. Okay, we have seen various numerical also. Now we are in the next topic. What do you mean by work energy theorem? So work energy theorem. According to the work energy theorem, suppose this is a body of mass m moving with a velocity v1, and the same body is suppose after some time moving with a velocity v2. So work energy theorem states the work done by a body equal to the change in its kinetic energy. Work done by a body always equal to the change in its kinetic energy. So suppose a body is moving with a velocity v1, after some time it increases velocity v2. So we know very well from this relation v2 square equal to v1 square minus 2as plus 2a, v square equal to u square plus 2as. Or we can suppose initial velocity is suppose u and final velocity is suppose v. So that is equal to v square equal to u square plus 2as. So we can say s equal to v square minus u square upon 2a. S equal to v square minus u square upon 2a. And we know very well work done equal to force into displacement. That is equal to force into displacement, v square minus u square upon 2a. And it can be written as force can be written as mass into acceleration. This acceleration will be cancelled out. That is equal to half mv square minus half mu square equal to work done. That is equal to final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy So we know very well from here we can conclude work done equal to change in kinetic energy. Work done equal to change in kinetic energy 2 minus kinetic energy 1. Work done always equal to the change in a kinetic energy. This is how we proceed, how this work done equal to the change in a kinetic energy. Now our next topic is relationship between the kinetic energy and momentum. So we know very well what do we mean by momentum is simply a product of mass into velocity. We know very well, suppose this is a body of mass m, suppose this is a ball of mass m. So if we hold a ball, it will not impact or influence, but suppose this body of moving with a velocity v and directly hit to a particular person, then he will get influence of this ball. So the mass, if it is multiplied, become a new quantity, that is momentum, and the momentum can hurt to a body, to ourselves or a person get injured. Suppose a body of mass m which we have hold, and now suppose same body is thrown with a particular velocity, and if it hurt a person, so body of particular mass when he hold, he will not get hurted, but if it is multiplied with a velocity, then it will be hurted, then that person will got hurted. This the body of mass m along with velocity will become new quantity, that is a momentum. Okay, so what is the relationship between kinetic energy and momentum? We know very well kinetic energy equal to half mv square, and suppose if we multiply both sides numerator and denominator by m, then kinetic energy equal to half m square v square upon m, and this quantity, this m square into v square will become p, that is equal to half P square upon m. So this is the relation, or we can say P equal to root 2m K. Okay, this is the relationship between kinetic energy and momentum. So one question can be asked from this topic. One question which is asked from the topic question is, there are two bodies A and B. A is a light body and B is a heavy body. Both having same momentum. Both the body having same momentum. Both the body having same momentum. Which one will have greater kinetic energy? So we know that kinetic energy equal to, P square upon 2m. P square upon 2m. We know momentum for the both body is same. So here kinetic energy in this question inversely proportional to m. So the body which having the less mass will having the greater kinetic energy. So according to our question, the lighter body will having the greater kinetic energy, because it having the lighter body having the less mass, so it having the greater kinetic energy. Now we having the next topic, forms of kinetic energy. What are the different forms of kinetic energy? So different form of kinetic energy you need to read through in the book. Translational, rotational and vibrational. These are the three forms of kinetic energy. Translational kinetic energy, suppose a car moving in straight road and moving with a velocity v in a straight path, that is regarded as translational kinetic energy. Rotational kinetic energy, suppose a body is rotated about a fixed axis. Example, fan. Fan can be an example of rotational kinetic energy. Kinetic energy possessed by a body by virtue of its rotation, through virtue of its rotation, or we can say if a body is rotating about a fixed axis. Vibrational, if a body is moving to and fro, if a particles of body is moving to and fro with different velocity, with particular velocity, such kind of kinetic energy possessed by a body is known as vibrational kinetic energy. Suppose, for example, we having a clamp and this is a string. So if we plugged the string, so this kind of behavior is shown by the string up and down. So here the particles do not leave their position, they simply vibrate about their mean position. So this form of kinetic energy is known as vibrational kinetic energy. Now our next topic is conversion of potential energy into kinetic energy. So suppose this is a string, and if we compress this string, okay, so what we have done, we had compressed it to increase its potential energy. We have increased its potential energy, here the potential energy of the system is increased because we have compressed, and if we release it, then the string will be in this manner. So this compressed potential energy will convert it into kinetic energy. So sometimes what happens, if we compress the string and we release it, will move with a greater force, because there must be a conversion of energy. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, can only be transformed from one form to another. So your potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. One more example is, suppose we have taken this bow and arrow. Okay, so if we stretch this string, of this bow, so what happened? We are here increasing the potential energy, and if we release by stretching more and more string, so greater potential energy will be stored. And if we release the arrow, then it will move to a greater distance in comparison to the, how long we stretch this string, greater will be the potential energy stored, and greater will be the potential energy stored. So greater potential energy is converted into kinetic energy, so arrow will move to a greater distance. So I hope you people will definitely go through this topic. These all are the theoretical concepts. You can easily go through the book and read this concept. Whatsoever the concept is required, I am just delivering it here, and whatsoever the definitions are there. But for theoretical point of view, for better understanding, you need to go through the book. Different form of energy. So different form of energy: light energy, you know very well; hydro energy, water; geothermal energy, geothermal energy, solar energy, chemical energy, electrical energy, chemical energy, geothermal light energy, different forms of energy there, nuclear energy. So I think you people must go through the book. What are the different forms of energy? These form of energy you will cover all the form and types of energy later in later portion of this book. In whole class 10 you will study all form of energy. So you just go through the idea what are the form of energy, and later on when the whole book will be completed you will get the idea of all form of energy. Because hydro energy generated from water, geothermal interior of the surface, nuclear energy due to the fusion and fission, light energy getting from the sun, wind energy, chemical energy. Okay. And our last topic is conversion of different form of energy. So this is again a very important topic. So how the mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. So mechanical energy, suppose there is a running water and here we fix a turbine. This will be studied in the electromagnetic chapter. So dynamo or AC generator. So here mechanical energy, running water is a mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. The example for this is dynamo. Electrical energy converted into mechanical energy, motor, or we can say fan. We switch on the fan to electrical energy converted into mechanical energy, and it's rotating, start rotating. So this motor and dynamo we will cover in electromagnetic chapter or later question. Okay, don't worry for that. Here just you learn how this energy comes. Electrical energy to heat energy, iron or press. And heat energy to electrical energy, thermocouple. Thermocouple you will study in class 12. What happened? One hot junction there, one cold junction is there, and due to difference in the hot body and cold body, EMF is generated. Just now it is not included in your syllabus, even in class 12 also, not in the CBSE, not in ISO, but you just know the idea of a thermocouple. Electrical energy, sound energy, loud speaker,